Brian from BrianWright732.com and fitin.com, PHITIN.com. This is Daily B82. What am I talking about? I'm talking about design. Hey, again, this is Brian, and I'm talking about design today. Design in regards to your physical space. In the fitness business, you do tend to get more progressive ideas. People are a little bit more current in their thought process. They don't attach themselves to what we consider to be traditions as hard as the martial arts industry does. So one of the weird things we run into in martial arts is that we tend to emulate the schools that we come from. And, so that puts us in a lag period. A lot of schools are 10 years behind in terms of the actual physical layout, design, color choices, those lines within their schools. And something about that is if you have a dated looking school, it comes across as, less value when the customer walks in the door. So something that you should consider when you're looking at your school is, are you emulating your instructor's school, which was emulating his instructor's school, and so on and so forth? And you have a physical location that maybe looks like it was built in 1995 instead of, 2015 or 16, you may want to reassess your situation. So if your school is a basic blue and white box or a red, white, and black box, you might want to go and look at color theory. You may want to go on Google and search, updated gyms or whatever. Go find the most successful businesses and see what design elements they're using. Learn why they make the color choices that they do. There's a ton of information available on the web. I have an arts background, so I understand a lot of color theory. I understand the impact it has. I'm always motivated to look at different design elements so I can see maybe how I can incorporate that back into my gym. So I've looked at things progressively. If you look at my personal gym, which is Killer Bee Combat Sports in Oakhurst, New Jersey, you can go on our website and you can see aesthetic is something that I care about. My gym is not a white box. It's actually a black and yellow box. I have, I make sure that all my stuff kind of matches and flows in the black and yellow theme. And even if you look on the wall behind me, I took basic paneling. I changed the direction of it to make it look a little bit different, made sure my frames matched up, put a piece of artwork up with it. I've done different things in my space to make it a little more interesting. And where that comes about is just from looking and seeing what's going on in the world and trying to bring modern touches into it. So I've actually surveyed customers. They come in and my space is more engaging to them, which shows I've put some thought into it, and it elevates my value in the marketplace because I'm not selling a 70s style martial arts box. I am trying to emulate a more progressive attitude. So I have a 3,500 square foot flex space in an industrial park. I could have a basic block and sheetrock room that is a white room with mats and heavy bags, and it can have a complete utilitarian purpose. But I do want to engage my customer. I want to entertain them a little bit, and I want them to feel like they're a part of something that is more interesting than just a plain box. Yes, people are coming to just get their workouts in and to do their thing, but why not give them a little bit more? Again, it's always about upping your value. So even the design of your school, the color choices you make in your school, the logo that you've got, all of this matters. All of this shows your attention to detail and your level of commitment to the happiness and the engagement of your consumer base. So if you are in a school that looks like it was built in 1995 or 1985 or 1975, I would advise you to get online to start looking at different things and get inspired. Go to Equinox Gyms. That is a gym chain that they don't have many locations, but they are one of the more financially successful gyms in the country. And it's not because what they do is so revolutionary. It's the way that they market it. It's the way they package it. It's the physical space. It's the inspiration of their programming. They always want to be progressive and different. So their spaces are very current, very edgy design. Their classes, they're not really doing anything different than what you can find anywhere else, but they package it differently and make you feel like you're doing something different and new and progressive. So again, to differentiate yourself in the marketplace, to cut through the white noise, a few design elements, some proper color choices, a little bit greater understanding of how to lay your school out, how to color it out, how to create a overall theme. So you have continuity between what you're speaking, what you're writing, what you're training on the mat, what your school looks like, everything. You can, engage more and up that value. So if you want to, charge premium prices, you have to give people a premium facility as well as a premium education in what it is that you do. So just think about design a little bit more progressively. Don't emulate your instructor. Try and emulate the year in which you live and allow your place to evolve in time. So every 12 to 18 months, maybe change your elements a little bit. And it's not that hard to do. I literally took a 3,500 square foot space and modernized it for about $350 between paint, some cheap paneling, some plywood that I painted and cut, really simple stuff. At a later point, I'll do a video tour of my facility and you can see what I'm talking about. And you can always check it out at killerbcsa.com. And you can always check out Equinox at equinox.com. Just get on Google, guys, and search for some new elements. And there's also a great app that you can download and you can just basically put into it what you're looking for. You can look for modern gyms, you can look at modern homes, you can look at home gyms, garage gyms, whatever, and it'll show you the award-winning designs of our time. And this app is called Who's, H-O-U-Z-Z. And then Google Images is another great one, but at Google Images you'll get, a wide variety of things. You don't necessarily know what is current, but it's always good to see what's out there. And then, when it comes to the size of your space, it geographically is another issue. If you're looking for larger gyms, Europe and the United States have modern, larger gyms. But if you have a small facility that you're looking for interesting ways to incorporate a lot of equipment and to create good design elements, look at Asian gyms. The Japanese, they are the masters of fitting a lot of stuff into small spaces. And there are a lot of Asian Chinese gyms that do the same. So again, just get out there, do some homework, read up on color theory, and modernize your design. It just ups your value. So think.